now to take it back to the point of YG and Jez's reaction to what he said, and it's mostly because people hear what they want to hear. Now, if someone that they like or support has something negative spoken about them, it's seen as hate, or you're hating, or you're just trying to gain clout, etc., etc. But if someone who they dislike and they're not fond of, it's a dunking, which I don't agree with as well. But whatever, it is what it is. So, like I said, I'm speaking about Goldbridge. If I disagree with Goldbridge, some people will say, well, you're just hating on Mark because you're using his name for clout. Other people say, oh, you dunked on him bad. Yeah, you ripped him to shreds. Your argument was better than his because they already don't like him. There's a bias in place there. And other times, if people agree with him if people already don't like him, no matter what I say, they're going to be in favor of anyways because they already have a negative view on them. That's just how it works, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's how I perceive it. It's all how you perceive something. Now, YG makes the point in his video that if you just agree with someone no matter what and you defend them all the way, you're sort of like part of this cult, quote unquote, where you can't speak out for yourself for risk of being banished to the nether regions, to the nether realms, to the phantom zone. I don't buy that. You should always be able to criticize people that you even follow and whose content you like and enjoy, because you're never going to 100% agree with somebody. Now, if it's something minor, you can let it go. Say, well, I don't really care. Who cares? I don't give a shit. If it's something major, you should be able to call it out, no matter how big they are as a personality, whatever it is. If they can't see that a disagreement is not seen as hate, but more criticism, maybe for the betterment of changing how they approach a situation or how they think about something, maybe they're just not seeing what it is that they should be seeing. And in which case, then you either have a choice of sticking around and not saying anything, or moving away and speaking out about it because you're thinking that they're just blind to the obvious that's in front of them. That could be a very subjective thing, so I'll probably take that with a pinch of salt. But to use examples of big commentary reaction streamers, Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, everyone knows him as Charlie, Asmongold, XQC, Destiny, Chud Logic, Hassan Arbi, all these people, for example, they all do reaction and commentary content. It's what they do. It is what they do. As well as something else, whether it be on the side, like gaming, if they do political debates, if they do food tasting, or whatever it is, they all do something, but they all do commentary reaction streams. Are they haters for talking about what other people's content has been put out there, what other people said? If they react to or have criticism about something, is that hating? Sometimes, yes, there is an element to that, but it's okay and good to have disagreements or question things said from other people you watch and not blindly just follow them. I think the last thing you can do is just follow people because you like what they say. I mean, even streamers who I like, I think like, okay, it's a bit much there, bro. I think you might need to fucking tone down a little bit, mate. Just relax a little bit, just calm down, just chill, just relax. Just chill, just relax. If people are so pressed and angry because someone gave an opinion on someone they like that they have to drop comments to defend their lord, to me, that means you're that deep in the trenches with one side. The tribalism has taken you whole. It's like Venom. In Spider-Man, how Eddie Brock goes to the church, Peter Parker, the symbiote, attaches itself from him, and then he attaches itself to Eddie Brock. It becomes Venom. When it just binds together, they become one. That's what it sort of like is to me. You can't objectively think anymore. It's all yes master, no master. That's not a good way to do things. Now, I'm not saying everybody does that. Please don't think that I'm saying everyone who watches X person's content and just does not disagree with them thinks that they're all yes men. It's not always the case. But if you do see something and you speak up about something, it's a bit like that. It's a bit like that. Again, not everyone's going to agree with everything said, but you can watch a video, you can read a news article, you can see something on TV, you talk amongst your friends, you're still doing commentary. It's just not on air. It's just not on air. Who support Liverpool? Here we go. Scousers. I thought Troops was going to be something special after AFTV. He kind of stagnated in his YouTube journey over the last few years while people like Cams and X are thriving. Hey, Troops ain't doing too bad. He had his stint when he went overseas to Barstool Sports, and COVID probably didn't help him that much, and then he ended up coming back, etc. like that. AK King is here as well. I saw that one already. Cam's. That's is it Cam's the United fan? Um, Tobin Cams or something like that. I can't remember. Too many of them out there to try and keep up with these football YouTubers. They pop up every day, eh? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, to finish this off here. Yeah, to me, it means you're deep in the trenches with one side and tribalism where you can't objectively think. I get I get comments from followers of other people. I've done commentary on some rants. So I've done something on rants. Oh, you're just using rants because you're jealous. You want to grow your channel, make better content. Well, my content is the commentary aspect. People maybe want to come to me for what I have to say about what someone else has said, not specifically my footballing opinions. There is a big difference there. If I want to read about tactics and shit like that, I'll listen to James Alcott, for example. I think his name's James Alcott. If I want to have some lighthearted entertainment and banter, I'll watch someone like an Expressions. Expressions. He can be frustrating. He can be mad over the top. He can be a little bit, how's it going? But overall, the man's 10 out of 10. I rate him that highly. I use him as my outro. When he says, end the stream, end it now. That's one of my favorite clips ever. When Tottenham conceded late, love it. X is a dead set legend, man. Very different to his brother Rance. It's like X is like the Energizer Bunny, just wants to have so much energy, wants to keep going, keep going, keep going. And then you get to Rance and he's just like, he's still quiet and shit. Like, he almost looks like he's like never happy in a way. I want to see him happy. X and Rance are very different, man. It's mad. It's mad how different they can be. But in any case, big ups to all of them. It's not a hating stream. I'm merely talking about content aspect and how it involves football and why people, I think, have it confused as to why you're hating nonstop. I think if people just can come to those terms, I think we'll be okay. It will be okay. So yeah, I get comments from followers of other people. I see it in other people's videos and the like as well. Ignore it. Don't feed the trolls. The last thing you're going to be doing is responding to these people and egging them on. I see sometimes people clip comments. I saw Sava, big up Football Heritage TV, Spurs fan, doesn't matter. I saw him do a screen grab of a comment from one of his videos. I'm like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to do that, man. I really don't want to do that. That for me, I don't want to get to that level where I have to start screen grabbing comments from people from videos and sort of like pointing them out to the front of the assembly, picking them out from the crowd and say everyone point and laugh. So I don't want to do that. That's not for me. Now, finally, the last thing I have here, I say here, the fact that anybody has to defend their man, women, whatever it is, the streamer, the content creator, because someone doesn't like what they say is insane to me. And if that's how you go about it, I think you've just completely like fallen into the trap of, I don't want to say cult. It's not a cult. That's the wrong term. People liken it to that sort of sense where you watch nonstop, you believe everything they say, you defend them to the death, you don't leave them, you don't talk shit about them. Could be seen in that sense. I don't think it is, so I don't use that quote. That's not what it is. More so to something like they have to defend them nonstop. Yeah, we'll just they're so caught up in it, like tribalism has taken over. There's no objectivity whatsoever. They're sort of like falling into the trap. I think that's can also be a bad thing if you just take what everybody says verbatim. Now, for me, if someone spoke to watch me and they believed everything I said and didn't have any disagreements with what I said, I'd be thinking like I must be the best person in the world. No one disagrees with me. I must be king shit. Let's fucking go. Big up Nick. Nobody disagrees. Then I'm going to have the massive ego growing on me thinking that I am some big thing when I'm actually not, just because I've got X amount of people who just are all yes men and women. Nobody wants that. Everyone wants to have a balance. It's nice to say, oh, people agree with me. People like this. There's a comment here why. There's a reason why they agree or whatever. But at the end of the day, Nick, I agree with you. However, I will push back on X, Y, Z. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for that. Didn't think about it that way. Or, okay, that's another perspective. I'll maybe look at that next time I come across this situation. Like it's always learning and shit like that. That's why I never understood why people get so rattled from other people's opinions. Let them talk. Let them say what they have to say. Just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's true. Does not mean it's true.